Hello again. Whenever unpleasant consequences follow on from somebody talking in a disparaging way about Jews, there are always accusations that powerful Jews are reaching out to inflict financial harm upon those who say unkind or unpleasant things about this particular group. This is, of course, quite mad, and a moment's thought will show us why this is. One really does not need to invoke the Anti-Defamation League or sinister Hollywood moguls to explain what happens when people come a cropper for making anti-Semitic comments. We need only look at what happens when a well-known person is foolish enough to say something injudicious about, say, black people. Before going any further, I must make it clear that I am not endorsing the current way things work. I am expressing neither approval nor disapproval. I'm simply talking about how things are in the modern world. Until 2020, David Starkey was a very famous and well-regarded historian in Britain. He had written many books and presented television programs. He was, along with Simon Sharma, probably the most famous historian and academic in the country. Then, on June 30th, 2020, he said in a podcast, slavery was not genocide, otherwise there wouldn't be so many damn blacks in Africa or in Britain, would there? An awful lot of them survived. And that was the end of Starkey's career. His publishers dropped him, no television company would touch him with a barge pole, and he was obliged to resign from all the positions which he had held. Since then he has become a non-person. He has, as they say, been cancelled. He scrapes a living these days by a YouTube channel which features requests for people to pay to be a member of his fan club. How are the mighty fallen? I mention this sad story to show what happens to people who say the wrong thing at the wrong time about an ethnic minority. This kind of misfortune strikes not only those who talk in the wrong way about Jews like Kanye West, but also people like David Starkey who make unguarded observations about slavery. It's not some mysterious cabal of Jews who inflict these penalties on transgressors, which is what some people have hinted has been the case with the American pop star. It is a general and recurring theme these days. When somebody says that he loves Hitler and the Nazis and raves on about Zionist Jews and boasts of reading Mein Kampf, you just know this is not going to end well. So it proved. But alas, many people who made this fellow to endorse their products have now terminated their contracts, and he's well on the way to ending up like David Starkey. There is no reason at all to suppose that the Anti-Defamation League put pressure on Adidas or Vogue to end their relationship with West, as I have seen asserted, by the way, sometimes in the comments of this channel. Those people were quick enough off the mark to drop him, just as the publisher Hodder and Stoughton dropped David Starkey. We do not in that instance have to hypothesise that anybody put pressure on the publishers to ditch Starkey. They did it as a knee-jerk reaction, just as Adidas automatically got rid of West when all the fuss erupted with him. I have, of course, been suspended myself from YouTube in the past for saying things to which the channel has taken exception, so I understand perfectly how this process works. This is not a Jewish conspiracy, but simply an illustration of how the world works today. Jews have nothing at all to do with the case.